Mexican cartel bosses were caught hiding in Texas. Hello everyone, Jen here, Golden State Times, and today we have a news story. This one comes courtesy of Breitbart.com, and it says that Mexican cartel bosses have a history of seeking a haven in the United States in an apparent effort to avoid dying at the hands of their rivals or having to shoot it out with Mexican military forces. U.S. law enforcement officers arrested several key cartel bosses after they sought refuge in Texas. It says that it's not clear how many Mexican cartel bosses have in fact crossed or continue to cross into the U.S. and avoiding being captured. Authorities arrested the following 5 cartel leaders in South Texas. Number 1, Rafael Cardenas, aka El Jr., and it says that he's one of the top leaders of the Gulf Cartel, a nephew of Los Zetas founder Alciel Cardenas, and it says that he was fearing certain death at the hands of his rivals. Cardenas ultimately fled to the U.S. in May of 2011. He maintained control of the plaza where several of his key people resided. And let's see, the second person that crossed over is Luis Alberto Blanco Flores, aka M28. He is the current leader of the Gulf Cartel in the border city of Rio Bravo, and he fled to the U.S. in 2010, along with his fellow Gulf Cartel members, Oscar Apache Castillo, and others, to escape certain death at the hands of their rivals. So the third one that crossed over is Juan Sainz Tamez, aka Pocahontas. It says that the former leader of the Gulf Cartel was arrested in October 2014 in the border city of Edinburgh. In the city, first reported by Breitbart, Texas, it says that he was arrested by federal authorities after the cartel leader had been hiding in Texas in an apparent effort to avoid the ongoing rivalry between cartel forces and the possible capture by Mexican authorities. So the fourth one to be caught was Jose Luis Zuniga, aka El Huico. It says that he's a former key leader of the regional bosses of the Gulf Cartel. It says that El Huico was arrested by federal authorities in Santa Maria, Texas in 2011. At the time of his arrest, he had a .38 caliber jeweled handgun valued at close to $50,000. That's crazy. He says that El Huico had a strike team of over 60 SUVs, and it says with as many as 240 gunmen ready to answer his call. 240 gunmen. Wow. So yeah, these guys like run in like these huge convoys of SUVs. It's pretty crazy. It looks like a, it looks like a presidential motorcade. Like so many SUVs in one thing. I've seen them all. Like I saw them on YouTube. There's some video on Twitter and all that stuff, and it's pretty crazy how many SUVs in one line, and they just go around driving. The fifth one is Juan Roberto Rincon, and I guess his nickname is Recon. It says he is one of the key members of the Gulf Cartel. It looks like all of these guys are from the Gulf Cartel. He was arrested in Texas in October 2011 when he fled to a rural county called Cameron County, according to the FBI. Rincon is his key security detail fled to the United States rather than face a likely death at the hands of their rivals. So, like I said, a lot of these, well, most of these guys that they actually have information on are all from the Gulf Cartel, which the last thing I heard was that the Gulf Cartel was starting to disband, and a lot of people that were associated with that cartel were getting killed, or, they were getting kidnapped and then, sold off for slavery and stuff like that. So, there's a bunch of information saying that Gulf Cartel no longer really did exist. It was starting to disband, and all the other cartels around them were starting to absorb most of their gunmen, because most of these cartels what they have is ex-military, ex-Mexican military that couldn't find a job or didn't find a job that paid them enough. So the cartels will go and try to recruit, outcoming and outgoing military from Mexican forces, and they'll hire them as assassins or hired gun or security or anything like that. So a lot of these guys know exactly what they're doing with the weapons that they have because they were trained by American Marines, American Army, and so they're pretty lethal dudes. All right, there's not just a bunch of random guys with guns like a lot of people make them out to be. These guys know exactly what they're doing, and they are trained in combat. And like I said, they're ex-military. They're ex-Mexican military. So at least we caught 5, but that's only of one cartel. I thought it was going to be of a few cartels. Nope, just one. And there's still hundreds and hundreds of cartels out there. So there's still a lot of guys, a lot of guns out there. So yeah, folks, let us know what you guys think. Texas is doing a good job trying to crack down on these guys. But we also have tons here in California and all the neighboring border, states, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, all those states. There's still a lot of problems when it comes to drugs. There's still a lot of problems when it comes to cartel violence. So we need to really crack down on that. Attorney Jeff Sessions says that he's looking into it. He really is. But it's going to take a while. So yeah, folks, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And like always, like this video, share this video, subscribe if you are new. Make sure to check out our previous videos. And there's going to be a President Donald Trump rally. And it's this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Again, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so the link is in the description, and I will also put the link in the chat as I'll pin it all the way to the top. Make sure you don't miss it. Also, I think it's this Friday, there's going to be an event in Berkeley. We might have footage, we might not. I'm not 100% sure. But Friday, there's an event in Berkeley. Saturday, there is a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. So don't miss those two events. They will be streamed here live at Golden State Times. Again, the link is in the description below. And make sure you go over there, you give it a thumbs up, you like it, you share it, you set the notification. We hope to see you guys on the chat. But until next time, peace, folks.